There are things we believe we understand. We think we know what's right, what's wrong, and what God really wants from us. Since I was a little boy, I was taught that giving to God was something you must do. 10% of everything I earned was called a tithe, and I was told that giving it was a sign of trust, that it showed obedience. People said God blesses those who give, so I gave without question, year after year. But I wasn't a man of deep faith. I was a man of logic and science. I believed in facts, in patterns, in numbers. I didn't believe in divine rewards or spiritual forces. My name is Asa Nomal. I'm 39 years old, and I'm an anthropologist. I've spent my life studying ancient civilizations, searching far-off places, trying to understand the beliefs of tribes and native groups, but nothing in all my learning prepared me for the truth I was about to see. It happened on a scorching day in the Australian outback. The heat was intense, and the red earth stretched 4 miles. I was there to study the sacred practices of an Aboriginal tribe. Their stories and rituals had always seemed like myths to me, curious, but not real. That day, I walked through a dusty forest beside an elder named Liam, who was taking me to a sacred place where, he said, the Spirit spoke. 2 men. I didn't believe him. I quietly smiled, jotting notes in my journal. Then it happened. A sharp, burning pain struck my ankle. I looked down and saw a brown snake disappearing into the rocks. The venom spread quickly. I could feel my body giving out, my breath slowing. I dropped to my knees as the world spun around me. Liam grabbed my shoulders, whispering in his language, but I was slipping away. The sky went dark, and then everything around me disappeared. Yet, in that darkness, there was warmth, not cold or frightening, but soft and peaceful. It felt like being wrapped in something safe. When I became aware again, I was no longer in my body. I was in a place that didn't have walls or edges, but it glowed with a color I can't describe. It felt like love itself was wrapped around me. And then I saw him. He was standing there, shining with power and gentleness. His presence was like nothing I had ever known. His eyes met mine, and in that look, I felt known completely. There was no need for words. I fell to the ground, tears pouring out, not from fear, but because I had never stood before anything so pure. He lifted me gently. His touch wasn't just physical, it went into my soul. Do not be afraid, Asa, he said. His voice felt like it echoed inside me. I brought you here for a reason. Lord, I managed to whisper, have I died? Have I failed? He looked at me with deep kindness. You are still alive, but I have something to show you, something that will change you, and through you, help others. The scene around us changed in an instant. I was floating above the earth, seeing mountains, oceans, and cities all at once. But more than seeing, I could feel the earth. I felt its sadness, its joy, its cries. Then the land below began to tremble. Buildings cracked, bridges broke, and people ran in panic. The sky grew heavy with darkness. I turned to him. Why is this happening? I asked. He said, the earth suffers from the weight of sin. But this is not my punishment. It is an invitation. A call for my children to return to me. Some will answer, others will not. Then I saw people, some bowed in prayer, glowing with peace, even as chaos raged around them. These are my faithful ones, he said. They hear my voice. Others, though, were angry, shouting at the sky, shaking their fists. These hold on to pride, he said. They shut me out. It broke my heart to see the difference. Some shined brightly in the darkness, while others sank deeper into it. Asa, he said, placing his hand on my shoulder, you must tell others what you've seen. Guide them carefully. There is still time for many to turn back to me. The vision shifted again. I was in a place full of souls, men, women, children from every corner of the world, but something felt off. Their faces were pale, their eyes dull, like something had drained them. What is this place? I asked. These, he said, are the ones who have forgotten the power of fasting. They've lost a key part of their journey with me. I watched them closely. Their emptiness wasn't about hunger, it was about disconnection. Fasting, he said, is not just about denying food. It's a way to tune your heart to mine, to push away the noise and listen to my voice. But many no longer see its purpose. He showed me people who fasted with love and humility. They glowed with light, strong and peaceful. Others fasted just to look good or follow rules, and their light was dim. Fasting, he said, is about love, not obligation. When my people fast with belief, they are changed from the inside out. I felt a weight in my heart. I had always thought of fasting as a chore, not a connection. But now I saw how powerful it could be. Share this, he told me. Teach them that fasting opens the soul to me. Then the scene changed again. I saw a dry, broken land. People were starving, mothers holding thin children, men with empty eyes, reaching for a help. Famine, I whispered. Yes, he said, but not just of food. This is a famine of the soul. My people have walked away from me, and now they feel the emptiness. In the crowd, a little girl with an empty bowl looked up at a man, hoping for kindness, but he turned away, unable to help. She sank to her knees, crying. Why? I asked. Why must they suffer so deeply? He looked at me with sorrow. Sin touches everything, he said. But even now, there is hope. Some will seek me in their pain and learn that I am the only one who can truly fill their emptiness. Then I saw a simple home where believers sat around a table with little to eat. They prayed, they shared, and somehow their food multiplied. They had enough, and their hearts were full. These, he said, are those who trust in me, but those who hoard out of fear will lose what really matters. A stirring rose inside me. What is my role in all this? I asked. Tell them what you've seen, he replied. Teach them to believe, even when it's hard. I am their shelter. Then I saw the earth again. At first, it looked peaceful, but suddenly, it shook. Cities fell, roads split, people scattered. Statues and strong buildings fell like toys. I heard screams, saw tears, felt the world weep. What is this, Lord? I cried. The world groans for healing, he said. This is not my judgment. It is a final call to return to me. Again, I saw people kneeling in prayer, surrounded by a glow, safe in the middle of destruction. These are my people, he said. They've built their lives on my truth, but others still resist. He showed me those yelling to the sky, faces full of pride. They won't listen, he said. The difference between the two groups was heartbreaking. Light and darkness, peace and panic. Asa, he said, lead my people, teach them to stand on my truth. When everything else falls, I will still be their place of safety. The vision faded, and I was in another place, one that looked peaceful but felt wrong. People walked calmly, as if nothing was wrong, but something was off. This, he said, is the illusion. Many will follow false promises. The enemy is working to pull hearts away from me. I looked closer. Screens flashed beautiful images. Speakers used kind words and promises of success. Crowds followed them, even worshipped them. I saw one of them heal a man and the people went wild. It seemed real, but something felt dark. Don't be fooled, he said. These are not of me. They look gentle, but they hide something dangerous. They lead people away from the truth. I saw churches divided, friends arguing over what was real. How can they know the truth? I asked. Those who know my voice will not be fooled, he said. But many don't listen anymore. They don't read my word or talk to me. That's why they fall. He showed me families. Some prayed together, read scripture, and were filled with light. Others stared at screens, and their light slowly faded away. Asa, he said, warn them, help them hold tight to my teachings. The enemy may shine, but his fruit will show who he is. The scene changed one final time. I saw my own life play before me every moment, every choice. I saw myself giving my tithe each month, proud of my obedience. I had believed I was doing the right thing, but suddenly, I saw it for what it really was. I didn't give out of love, I gave out of fear, to feel righteous. Jesus looked at me, full of love. Asa, he said, you never understood. The tithe isn't about money. It's about your heart. I never needed your wealth. I wanted your trust. His words went straight to my soul. I thought giving was enough, I said through tears. I thought it made me right with you. I want your heart, he replied. Your trust. Giving should come from love, not duty. When it's just a task, it loses its power. He showed me others. Some gave with glowing hearts, full of joy. Others, like me, gave from habit, with no light inside. Asa, he said, true giving reflects true faith. This is what I want my people to understand. He led me to a small house. A poor family sat around a table, their food scarce, but they still gave to a neighbor. Their hands joined in prayer, their hearts thankful. Their faith lit up the room like a flame. Then I saw a wealthy man give huge amounts, but his heart was cold. He wanted praise, not connection. He has missed the point, Jesus said. It's love that matters, not wealth. The light began to fade, and his face shone brightly. One last time, Asa, he said. Now you understand. Go back, share what you've learned. Teach them that true worship is not in actions alone, but in hearts fully surrendered to me. My mercy still reaches all who seek it. If this story has reached your heart, it's not by chance. I ask only one thing: leave a comment with Amen, or share your country's name below. Most of all, share this story with 3 people who might need it. Someone's light may be waiting for your word. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and if you feel led, support us by becoming a member. With your help, we'll keep sharing messages that matter. Thank you, and may truth always guide your path.